Hi, this is Jessica with Dining Traveler and welcome to Sicilia. We're in the beautiful Baroque town of Noto where we're gonna eat, shop, and explore. So come and follow me. Here's a list of where you can eat in Noto, Sicily. First, head to Ancle Ghiangeli for beautiful decor, but stay for the fresh seafood, which you can have fried or raw, followed by homemade pasta. If the weather's nice, take advantage of their outdoor seating, taking in Noto's stunning architecture. Of course, save room for gelato. When we ask locals where to eat in Noto, they all mention that we must go to Piero's as they have the best arancini in town. When in Sicily, you must try these decadent fried stuffed rice balls, a classic Sicilian treat.
Allora, ciao a tutti, sono Norma del Norma Bistro. Ho aperto questo bistro un anno fa in Noto, devo dirvi nella via più bella che c'è a Noto, che è la via Rocco Pirri. La nostra è un bistro a portata di tutti ed diventa casa, in quanto quando arrivano qualche amico si trovano subito bene. Siamo di fronte poi al Palazzo Battaglia, anche le sere d'estate con i tavolini all'aperto che hanno un'atmosfera magica, come magica Noto. Nel mio bistrò ho una cucina prettamente siciliana utilizzando prodotti del territorio e anche per quanto riguarda la carta vini mi occupo personalmente scegliendo dei vini di tutta l'isola, diciamo della Sicilia. Abbiamo dei vini naturali e biologici e devo dire che cerchiamo sempre di fare un bel accostamento col piatto che proponiamo, sia a base di carne che a base di pesce che vegetariano.
If you're looking for a place in Noto with traditional Sicilian dishes in a modern setting and an extensive Sicilian wine list, Ristorante da Muso is the place. Owner Giorgio Balagueri's mom still leads the kitchen with the family's recipes, creating an exquisite menu featuring pasta and fish.
Allora, la mia storia inizia per l'amore di questo borgo che era abbandonata. Questa tonnara antica del Settecento viene abbandonata perché nella fine degli anni 50 non c'è più la passa dei tonni e quindi i pescatori oramai emigrano, vanno in giro per il mondo e quindi rimane abbandonata questa tonnara. Dopodiché, dopo io essere stata fuori un po' di anni, ritorno e trovo questo paese molto triste. E quindi l'amore per questo paese mi ha fatto investire su me stessa aprendo questo ristorante in un deserto, non c'era nulla e quindi io penso di aver vinto questa scommessa. L'ispirazione dei miei piatti è il pesce, allora io lo cambio tutti i giorni, anche 2 volte al giorno il menù, sia al mezzogiorno che alla sera, a secondo la disponibilità del pesce che mi portano i pescatori. Poi io lo guardo e di là esce il mio menù. Quindi lei quello che mangia oggi non lo mangia domani.
We had the most decadent aperitivo at Viva il Bistro, owned by Michelin star chef Viviana Varese. Although Sicily is a wine paradise, you must try Viva il Bistro creative cocktails and order plenty of appetizers like fresh oysters, fritters, and grilled octopus. Just a 20-minute drive from the city center of Noto lies W Villa Dorata Country Restaurant. Located on a farm, this upscale restaurant features ingredients sourced on site.
So basically in this restaurant we try to keep the things simple in terms of taking the best ingredients that we have here in Sicily, using a lot of slow food presidium and local partners. We're just looking for the best product that we have here and try to put into the menu. We try to always make our local ingredients pop up into our dishes and menu.
And I'm with Lubica Infantino, aka Ludo. I'll be calling you Ludo from now on. And she is the co-founder of Acqua di Noto, which is a luxury fragrance site that was built here in her hometown. So can you tell me a little bit of how you came up with this concept?
So basically me and my mom, we are partners for this project. We love fragrances, we love all the big companies, but we wanted to make our own company. So as you know, Noto is a very Baroque city, and right next to our store there is Palazzo Nicolaci. So when we were thinking about the very first fragrance, we thought about Don Giacomo. Don Giacomo is the cousin of the Prince Villa Dorata, and so thanks to this guy we have Palazzo Nicolaci today. So to create the box, we thought about the balcony, of Palazzo Nicolaci, and in the middle we have this Don Giacomo. He looks like an angel, but we wanted to create something very Baroque, very, you know, like
over the top.
Yeah,
because for those who don't know Baroque art, it's like very over the top, very ornate.
Exactly. So then we have, for example, Infiorata. So on the side we have Palazzo Nicolaci. In the middle we have the event Infiorata. So in Via Nicolaci we have these white designs that we fulfill with flowers just once per year, because the event is like 3-4 days. And so imagine the smell, you know.
Yeah.
So when we were creating the fragrance, we were talking to our nose and we were like, please use all the flowers that they use so that we can make, you know, a huge fragrance.
Mi chiamo Monica, sono di origine bergamasca, ma sono arrivata a Noto circa 7 anni fa. Ero una chef di cucina e dopo circa 38 anni ho deciso di aprire questo piccolo concept store, abbigliamento e accessori uomo-donna. Noto mi ha stregata e per quello che ho deciso anche di chiamarlo Amare Noto, con un doppio significato, perché appunto tra la A e il mare c'è un piccolo asterisco che può sembrare una stella marina, quindi amare nel senso di andare al mare o di amare nel senso di amare, love.
One of the things we noticed during our trip to Sicily was the ceramics, especially the ornate heads known as teste di moro. These colorful and intricate ceramics usually come in a couple and are a nod to the legend of a woman and her failed lover. When we asked locals where we can get the best ceramics in Noto, they all suggested Sebastiano Caristia, a local sculptor. His cozy shop is filled with teste di moro and other beautifully handcrafted ceramics by the artist at affordable prices. I'm in Sicilia, in the town of Pachino, at the Barone Sergio winery with the team members, Luisa and Angela Sergio, which are also part of the family. Some of the typical wine here, like Grillo. Can you tell us a little bit more of the wine you produce?
We produce a lot of different type of wine. Nero d'Avola, 100%, Grillo, 100%, Moscato, 2 different type, other red wine, Pericone and Lucignola.
And what is the most popular wine here that people buy the most?
The Grillo, I think.
The Grillo is very good.
The Grillo
I
is-
recommend it. Yeah. And now you guys have kind of taken over the
Yes.
family business, and and also being women here in Sicily. What is the experience like? Kind of carrying this on as a woman-led business.
It's hard, but we are trying to take my father like this, day by day.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in Italy, you can be a woman because a lot of the winery here have a leadership of a woman
Oh, cool.
for our age.
Oh, nice.
So this is the moment that we can choose actually what we can do together. We have an open mind. I think we can work together and do something great for the area.
You can divide and conquer.
Exactly.
The sister is better than one.
Yes, yes, yes. We got a lot of suggestions to come and visit the Vendicari Natural Reserve. So we're at the Calamoscia Beach, which is a little bit off the beaten path. It's a 20-minute trek in the heat, but it's definitely worth it. The water is divine. There's plenty of great produce in Sicily, so we stopped at the fruit stand next to the Vendicari Reserve's parking lot. We indulged in fresh watermelon, which was perfect because it was scorching hot that day. The southwest coast of Sicily is filled with beautiful coastlines, so a day at a beach club is a must. At Pura Vita Beach Resort, you can rent chairs with umbrellas or even a cabana. We love getting a freshly made lunch of octopus salad and pasta with an ocean view. You can't miss our limoncello spritzes, our favorite drink during our time in Sicily. We booked a walking tour at the Noto tourism office for €20. Our tour guide showed us the main attractions around the city center, such as Chiesa di San Carlo al Corso, and shared stories behind the sites. I highly recommend going on a walking tour to learn the city's history, which gives you a better context behind the architecture which Noto is known for. I hope you enjoyed our video of where to eat, shop, and visit when you're in Noto, Sicily. If you have any questions or feedback, leave it in the comments. Ciao!